Ahoy to ye! Welcome to the game! How many be playing now? Player 1, what do they call ye? Excellent. Player 2, type in your name now.
Type your name.
Thanks, Squacky. Got it. Thank you, Player 3. Thy name be what? Thank you. Hey, Player 1. Okay, I'll stop yammering. Now get out there and pick up some loot, just like in your last game. Freedom shall soon be mine. Go now.
It's time for the game where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, what do we have here? 3 people who couldn't think of anything better to do? For shame. For God's sake. Whoa! Want to skip the foreplay? Okay, what the hell? Why should this game be different than anything else you ever do? Okay, let's do it. Go ahead and pick one, Player 3. Your category is Sincerely, Ms. Hottie Pants. And you pocket $4,000 if you get this one right. Think fast, here it comes. If you wrote a letter to Penthouse Forum using standard block style, which of these would be most appropriate to do with your name? Put Horny in Harrisburg in italics, place Monin in Montana flush left, indent Wet in Wichita 2 spaces, or center Lubed in Louisiana above the date. Take a shot, Player 2. Block style is the standard business style in which all information is typed flush left.
Billy, how many times have I told you that's not the proper way to use a colon?
Well, which category is it going to be, Player 2? Hey, I know. How about Intercontinental Breakfast, Tang, and Tube Steak? This one can net you $4,000. So maybe you've heard about this new International Space Station thing that's orbiting the Earth? Yeah, 16 countries are a part of it. But tell me this, if an International House of Pancakes opens on the International Space Station, which of these items will probably not be on the breakfast menu? Colombian coffee, French toast, Canadian bacon, or Belgian waffles? It's all yours, Player 1. Colombia is not one of the 16 countries currently part of the International Space Station. They're too busy dealing with their powdered sugar cartels. Player 1, which category do you want? What in the... I can't read this.
Anagram question.
Let's see if you can make sense of this category. Pile on gone wrong. The starting amount for this one is $10,000. When you think you know the answer, hit your buzzer and type it in quick, because I'll be taking away cash every couple of seconds. Oh, and spelling does count. All right, dude, unscramble this anagram and tell me what summertime brand name this is. Creep on top. There you go, Player 3. Coppertone, probably the only major brand with a logo featuring Bad Touch by a dog. Player 3, why don't you pick a category? Let's take a look at 1 ounce of hot sex. $4,000 if you get this. So, who's up for some shots? Because the drink does not exist, which shot can you not do at a bikini bar? A slippery nipple off of a slippery nipple. A wiggly belly off of a wiggly belly. A fuzzy navel off of a fuzzy navel. Or a nutty Irishman off of an Irishman's nutties. Player 2, go!
Drink, 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 drink.
There ain't no such shot as a wiggly belly. Now a 6-pack off of a 6-pack, well, that's something different. Player 2, what are we doing? Here's a little something I call Red Rover, let a monsoon come over. This one's worth 2,000 simoleons. All right, give me your best shot. If a giant game of Twister determined where tornadoes strike, which of these spins would have come up least often? Left foot, Oklahoma. Right hand, Hawaii. Left hand, Nebraska. Or right foot, Florida. Player 1, do it! Of these 4 states, Hawaii has been hit with the fewest tornadoes. However, Hawaii does surpass all other states in annual I got laid jokes. Player 1, pick a category, please. Allow me to introduce tube steaks smothered in underwear. How does $4,000 sound? Okay, so supposedly Adam and Eve covered their privates in fig leaves, right? Well, if Adam and Eve had covered themselves with grape leaves instead, what might Eve have said to Adam about his stuffed grape leaf?
That's one hot full kraut relating. Check out that well-packed doma. Your baklava is looking good.
Or,
Nice hummus.
no, buzz first. Please, for me, hit the buzzer! Hey, freak, buzz in! It's all you, player 3. The Mediterranean dish of stuffed grape leaves is known as dolmades, singular, dolma. I don't know, it's ridiculous, really. Eve has to compliment Adam every now and again, or he gets his pine nuts all in a bunch. Player 3, time to pick a category. Welcome to the Jack Attack. Keep an eye on the items you see. Buzz in on a correct match and you win. Buzz in on an incorrect match, you lose. And try not to forget.
Remember the clue.
The match has to make sense with this clue. What kind of man are you? Hopefully one who doesn't choke when he's got to perform. Good luck. Whoa, what'd I miss? I must have fallen asleep during that Jack Attack. Let's see the final numbers. That's a win for player 3. Player 3, you were on fire. Players 1 and 2, you were burnt to a crisp. Hey, as they scrape your charred remains off the keyboard, remember this.
You don't know Jack!
How many be... Player 1. So if you named your ship after your name, leave away. Player 2. Type in your Jolly Roger in the blank there. Got it. On your toes, player 3. What be your handle? Excellent. Oh, heave-ho, everybody. We got a live one here. Let's not keep them waiting.
It's time for the game where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to You Don't Know Jack. I'm Schmitty. Now, what do we have here? A threesome? Well, you know, studies show that these rarely work out, but we'll give it a try. Wow. Or we can just start playing the game. Choose a category, player one. This one's called How to Make Inflation Work for You. Give me a correct answer, I'll give you $6,000. It's go time. Based on an annually compounded interest rate of 5%, if you had 99 Luftballons in January of 1999, approximately how many Luftballons would you have in January of 2099? 495 Luftballons, 990 Luftballons, 9,900 Luftballons, or 13,000 Luftballons? It's all you, player three. Oh, if you were wise enough to invest your Luftballons back in 99, in 100 years, you'll have 13,000 of those bad boys. But keep your eye on the dollar to Luftballon exchange rate. It might really pay off to convert to Kajo-Goo-Goos. Your turn to pick a category, player three. Here's a little something I call a movie nobody wanted to pirate. This baby will net you $26,606.06 if you get it right. Is that right? $26,606.06. Okay. Well, if it isn't our old friend, the ranting phantom pirate type voice with the haunted music. You know, I'm starting to sound like a broken record, aren't I? Say, speaking of records, according to the Guinness World Records website, what film holds the record for the largest box office loss? Waterworld, Heaven's Gate, Ishtar, or Cutthroat Island? Player one! Unbelievable! You just made more money on this question than Cutthroat Island made in its entire opening weekend. Nice work, freak. Hey, I wonder if our phantom pirate friend who keeps popping up saw Cutthroat Island. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. Or stab me, or make me walk the plank. Player two, your choice. Player two, you've just chosen a dis or dat. Players 1 and 3, spread out. And this dis or dat questions category is, he always gets the meaty roles. Alright, here's the deal. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, you should probably tell me if it's one of the 3 tenors or an Italian meat. As each one comes up, you know what's going on? Excellent, here's 30 seconds. And we're off. Prosciutto, Pavarotti, Capicola, Pepperoni, Domingo, Salami, one more, Carreras. Now that's how you do it. Try some of this. You enjoy that moment, my friend, because it may be your last. Player one, this category is yours for the choosing. Hey, I know. How about how to avoid getting screwed at the drive-thru? This one's worth $6,000. Okay then, let's rock. If the drive-thru at the local Jackbox had a blue box installed in it, what could you do in addition to ordering a jumbo jack with cheese? Play some Appalachian tunes, make free long-distance calls, hear airplane pilots talking, or build a nuclear bomb. Player one! A blue box is a device that allows you to make long-distance calls without the phone registering those calls.
That's a jumbo jack with cheese and a Coke. Is there anything else you'd like?
Yeah, could you put my call through, please?
Acapulco beachside. Who is this?
Player three, pick one. Shake hands with, just call him Mr. Sunshine. This one can net you $4,000. You know, I always forget the whole daylight savings time thing. It's spring forward, fall over, it escapes me. Anywho, because he thought of the idea of daylight savings time, who has saved the most daylight of all? Benjamin Franklin, Ulysses S. Grant, Sigmund Freud, or Andy Warhol? Player three, do. Old Benjamin Franklin himself brought up the idea in an essay back in the 1700s. He was sort of kidding, though. Now, the turkey is our national bird. That idea he was serious about. What a dork. Player two, give us a category. For your viewing pleasure, sick and tired of being sick and tired. How does $4,000 sound? Okay, free your mind. Which of these invaders has been thrown back for good? Measles, mumps, polio, or smallpox? Player one, do it! As of a few years ago, our friends at the World Health Organization said that smallpox is basically wiped out. Oh, sure, a few vials of it still exist here and there, for research and the inevitable smallpox nostalgia craze that'll hit in about 10 years. Player one, it's all you. Pick one. All rise. The Jack Attack is now in session. You should already know how this works. All you need is to get a clue. Breast intentions. Put them up where I can see them and have fun. One takes it. Hey, player one, you really humiliated those other two. Maybe you can use your imaginary winnings to hire some imaginary bodyguards who can pretend to protect you from players 2 and 3. Oh, sure, you can run and you can hide, but...
You don't know Jack!
Almost free.
How many... Hey, player one, great to see you. So, heave away. Boy, player two, what be your name? Thank you. Squawky, do the honors.
Name, please.
Player three, you heard Squawky. Got it. Hey, hold your giblets, lubber. What's the big rush? Heave away.
Oh no, the four of us together, it's like some bad canoe trip. Here you go. Well, apparently someone thinks they know how to screw. Well, we'll just find out about that together, won't we? Time to select a category, player two. This category is known as Even Spies Have Dirty Ears. $2,000 at stake on this one. Okay, for this next one, think Secret Agent Man. Which of these sounds most like a Q-tip? Never date sailors, Miss Peel. You should floss daily, Cato. Always wear clean underwear, 007. Or send Agent 99 some flowers, Max. Player 3. Q is the character from the James Bond movies that always supplies him with his exploding pens and flying cars. And when you're trying to land a babe named Pussy Galore, wearing clean underpants is pretty good advice. Player 1, your category. Let's see what we got going. Fashion emergency, indeed. Get it right, I'm handing over $4,000. See what you can do with this one. If GQ, or Gentleman's Quarterly, featured cover models who were drawn and quartered, how would the men appear? Robed, with forks stuck through their chins. Headless, with burnt entrails cut into fourths. Nude, with limbs tied to 4 running horses. Or stretched with hands and feet strapped to bars. It's all yours, player 1. They'd be headless, their entrails would be pulled out and burned, and their bodies would be cut into 4 pieces. And you just know that, like, in a week, every guy in America would be doing it. Player 3, what looks good? Well, what do we have here? See the world in assless chaps. And you pocket $4,000 if you get this one right. Forward march. Imagine the songs on Prince's Around the World in a Day album are items he would want on an actual round-the-world trip. Which of the following would he bring along? His little red Corvette, his darling Nikki, his raspberry beret, or his crying doves? Player 2, he'd pack a raspberry beret. You know, the kind you find in a secondhand store. And wearing it made him fit in just like a local in, well, nowhere, I suppose. Player 2, what are we doing? Nice choice, Player 2. Look out, Players 1 and 3, because Player 2's going on a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is Diamond Dave is watching you. All right, I'm going to rattle off 7 things here, and for each one, I'd like you to tell me if it's something from George Orwell's novel, 1984, or a song from Van Halen's album, 1984. As each one appears, hey, you know what to do? No problem. Here's your 30 seconds. It's showtime. Big Brother. Pop Jimmy. Double Plus and Good. Hot for Teacher. Junior Anti-Sex. Ministry of Love. Last one, House of Pain. In case you didn't notice, that's a perfect score. Here's some cash for you. Nice. I hope the two of you are real happy together. Player 1, choose a category. The category is Our Seinfeld Who Art in Heaven. $4,000 if you get this. Okay, let's go. What did Christian monks in the Middle Ages do to remain masters of their domain? Undergo a bloodletting, ride a horse with no saddle, starve themselves, or scald themselves with hot water? Player 1, do it!
Gregor, I need a leash.
To quell those sexual desires, monks would regularly bleed each other and then go get a bite to eat. Player 3, time to pick a category. May I introduce another reason to give cards instead of gifts? We're talking $6,000 here, so pay attention. Well, no doubt that one of the biggest international stories of the 90s was the creation of the European Union, which is the next step toward a united Europe. Heck, they even got their own currency, the euro. Which of these was the first opportunity for European boys and girls to receive euros inside their greeting cards? Christmas 2001, Easter 2002, their birthday in 2003, or graduation in 2004? It's all yours, Player 1. Well, let's see. Euros started circulating in January 2002, so kids probably started seeing them in their Easter cards.
Oh, donkey Shane, a euro. Where's my freaking chocolate bunny?
Player 2, please choose a category. Welcome to the Jack Attack. Now, you know all about this. So let's get right to it. Here's your clue. I got me a job with the government. 2003. See? Yet another reason to vote. Damn, did anyone see that? You guys were possessed. Let's see who owns the final scores. Player 1's got it. Player 1, you ended up with a very comfortable lead this time out. Now, who says all game shows are fixed? Not this one. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I speak out of line? What I meant to say was...
You don't know
What? I'm free! I'm free! I'm free! I'm free! They finished all the questions! I'm free! No! Oh, that crazy gorilla! Confounded it! What the? What's it? Oh, it looks like another treasure. I can open it up. Oh. Hey, it's more gold. Uh-oh.
Player 2, your choice. Yeah, chest strut fits dime whore.
It's time for a licorice muskrat.
Your category for today is Spice Girl Table Dances. We're going to start this question out at $10,000. Okay, now as soon as you figured out what this gibberish phrase rhymes with, buzz in, because the more time you take, the less cash you get. All right, then, buzz in and type when you know the landmark that rhymes with this phrase. Posh, sing, player 1. You know, the old Schmitty would have let that bother him. But no, the new Schmitty just fucks with your score. Anyone else out there want to take a crack? Player 2, what do you got? Type it. What the fuck? Come on, I thought we were done with this bullshit. Look, I can't kick you in the shins, so I guess I'm gonna have to fuck with your score again. Player 3, can you handle this one? First clue, it's an obelisk on the mall in D.C. There's a mall in D.C.? I'm so sure. It's all you, player. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. You are a fucker, and you obviously don't care about the game. You're not into the game for whatever reason. You know, oh, it's not fast enough, and there's too many words, and you're too fucking bad, okay? You knew what you were getting into when you started the fucking game. Hey, I'll tell you what. Why don't we play a game that's more suited to your mentality, okay? Enjoy, fuckhead. If I didn't know any better, I'd say somebody was in a big freaking hurry!